All right, let's walk through the steps of factoring any expression. So on the side over here, I already have prepared for you some steps in order to help set you up for success when you are factoring an expression. So let's go through those steps to help set us up. All right, so we're always going to start off by placing the expression into a factoring box. And in parentheses there, I put cake method because that's what you guys are familiar with this as. And we use this when we are finding greatest common factor and least common multiple, right? This little factoring box, we called it cake method. And we knew that that was the first step, right? So I'm going to color code this a little bit for you guys. And I'm going to highlight this in black. Okay? Second step, I'm going to make this red. Determine a common factor between the values. Put that value on the outside of the box. So remember, we're going to look at these two values. We have 36x and 9, and we're going to ask ourselves, do those have a common factor? And in this case, I'm going to think of one. Let's see. 3 plus 6 is 9, so I know 3 goes into 36, and I know 3 goes into 9 as well. So I'm going to say 3. And then from there, I'm going to move on to my next step. And that is going to be divide each value by the factor and put the new values below. So now that I had my factor 3 on the outside, I'm going to divide each of these by that. So 36 divided by 3 is going to give me 12. So this becomes 12x plus 9 divided by 3 is going to give me 3. See how that makes sense? So that would be that third step. And the last step would just be to repeat steps 2 and 3 until there's no more common factors, and then I'll help you guys determine what to do with the last one. All right, so 12 and 3, we look to see if there's common factors here. Do 12 and 3 have a common factor? Well, I can think of one, and once again, my divisibility rule for 3 would be that if you add the digits, 1 plus 2, that gets 3, and it's a multiple of 3, then that means that 3 is a factor. So I know that 3 goes into both of those. I'm going to repeat that. And now, once again, I'll divide them both by 3. All right, so 12x divided by 3 is going to give me 4x. And 3 divided by 3, of course, is going to leave me with 1. And now I ask myself, do these have a common factor? And they do not have a common factor. So if they don't, this is the final step. Then this expression at the bottom is going to go inside of your parentheses. And then the product of your vertical column, that's your greatest common factor, is going to be your outside of your parentheses. So multiply the numbers to get the value on the outside of parentheses. Oops. All right, so in this case, we have 3 and 3. We would multiply 3 times 3. Of course, that gives us 9. So that would give us 9. And then inside the parentheses, we would just place parentheses, would be 4x plus 1. Right? And there's a really simple way to check this. So to check, all you have to do is distribute and make sure the expression is the same. And make sure your expression is the same as, I'm just going to put OG for original. So once we do the math here, so this would be our answer, but we want to make sure to check it. So remember, I would just distribute. I would multiply the 9 times 4x and the 9 times 1. And when I do 9 times 4, that would give me 36x. And then 9 times 1 would give me 9. So that would give me 36x plus 9. When I look up here at my original, it's the same. Therefore, I am confident that this is my correct answer. All right, so that is how you solve when you are factoring an expression.